Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. It is time to make some things from our masterboard, our monthly masterboard challenge. If you missed the video where we made the masterboard, it's last Friday is when it aired, New Zealand time. I will try and remember to link it in the description box so you can jump back and watch it if you care to. But I'm going to make some things today. And I want to concentrate on pockets. We haven't really done pockets so much with our masterboards, so today I want to do pockets. And I'm going to do a blind cut. So I'm going to turn it over so I'm not looking at what's on the front to kind of determine. I want to be able to cut it without thinking, oh, that's halfway through a word or that's halfway through a line or whatever. I want to remove that from the equation. And I also want to use these little framey pieces here. Now these are the negatives from die cutting. So like a rectangle's been cut out and this is the part that's left over. And they make really good frames. I recently rediscovered a pottle of die cuts, many which were gifted to me and some of which I have done myself. And it was like, I need to be using these. So we're going to use these. And I need to basically use these to determine what size I'm going to cut. So first off, I'm going to grab the largest one that I've got and kind of line it up about widthwise where I might want it and chop that. So no idea where I'm chopping it in terms of the words on the front. So this is going to be quite a deepish pocket. Actually, I need to make sure that it's also fits on my page. That would be a good idea. I'm pretty sure it will, but I should just perhaps double check that just to be on the safe side. So just eyeballing by sitting the frame on top. Okay, let's just check that against a page. Perfect, awesome. And that's the biggest one, so anything else I do is going to be pretty much okay, I think. Right, this one, do we want to leave it that size? Yes, I think so. Well, that was easy. Okay, next we have two smaller ones. So do we want to do that? This is kind of like a Polaroid type shape and it's not straight. So let me just straighten that up first. It's a bit crooked. That's better. Okay, now they don't have to be the same size. Like on the biggest one, I left a border, even size border right around it, but you can have this frame bigger. Just going to check the width of this bit. It is too wide for a page. So I'm thinking what's the best way. We might end up with a tag or something. So I'm thinking I'm going to chop about there. Move that out the way for a moment. So I'm going to go just double check, make sure. Maybe a little bit less. Just making sure it fits on a page because I don't want pockets that don't fit on a page. There, we're going to go there. This could still be a pocket, but then we'd be left with a little scrap. Not sure yet. We'll deal with this first. So that's going to be a pocket. This might actually end up with a tag or something as well, which is fine. Just checking my dimensions. So widthways that way. We could put it that way. Or do I want it this way? Sorry, I'm overthinking this, I know, but you know, that's how it goes. That top bit's not straight, but I think I'm going to leave it. These negatives were sent to me in Happy Mail years and years ago, a long time ago, and I can't remember who. So my apologies if you're watching and you were the one that sent them to me. I do apologize that I can't remember. It's just been so long, and they were hoarded and then forgotten. So time to bring them out and let them shine. Just gonna chop it. Okay, we're going to go with that. And we've got this little frame here, which we could turn this into a tag and use it on. Yep, I like that. Let's do that. So that's going to be a tag. Now this one, what are we going to do with this one? Do we want to turn it into a tag? Won't. Yeah, it would work well as a tag. So we're going to get 2 tags and how many pockets? 3 pockets. That's okay. I've just got a little bit of an overhang here, so I'm just going to even that up. Get rid of the scraps. Stuck up my fingernail, it did. Right. Now for the reveal, because I think I want to check what's on the front before I work out where I want to create my tag shape. So this one, I think I'll do it at the top there for the tag corners, because we can leave this intact and have whole words there. And we'll still get the essence of what it says here. Okay, so that's one tag. The next tag, oh look at that, we've got Delight all fully on there, and Feel a Sense of Awe. So do I actually want to put a frame on that now? Don't know. I'm going to yep, do this part as the tag top. I'm not sure that I want to put the frame on here now. I reserve the right to change my mind. So my Masterboard's already backed with writing paper, which is very handy. Right, so we have 2 tags. Unsure about whether I use this frame, because I like the way the words kind of show full. We might use it on this one instead. Maybe. Don't know. We might not use it at all. Okay, so this pocket, fun. So you're getting more bits of words, which is fine. We do have this fully intact bit here, created by nature, crafted with care, shared with pride. But remember, it's more just an interesting background. Don't be afraid to cover up. As much as I'm talking about this one and not wanting to cover it, the purpose is an interesting background. Okay, this is the next pocket. I think I like it this way round, because Find Your Wow down the bottom works really well. And we could pop that about there. That would work well. So that's pocket number 2, and this one, just kind of right in the middle, I think, like so. Okay, I'm really liking them so far, and we haven't really done anything except cut them apart. So we've gone to all that work of laying out our words, and while it's an interesting background, I don't want to cover them all up. It's just a fact. I don't. You can if you like. But what I thought is, since we've got these lovely frames, we could put some sort of transparent paper. I've got, I think this is glassine. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's glassine. It was on inside some t-shirts from hubby's work to stop the screen printing sticking to itself. So I've got a few sheets of it. You could use so glassine, tracing paper, vellum, baking paper, greaseproof paper. the clear plastic from packaging, acetate. Like, there's lots of options that you could go with. You could even use, just let me grab out tissue, like, you know, thin tissue, or the back of a napkin. I'm thinking the back of a napkin might work. Let's have a look, see how much we can see through it. Yeah, you can still see. Now, you might want to layer it with something else, or 2 layers of napkin. You'll have to consider, you know, how even with 2 layers you can still see. My idea is that this will become a pocket, so we can slide things in and out and still see our words in behind. But if you go with the napkin, because it's very soft, you might want to then put you know, something like this plastic bag as a layer as well on top, or underneath it, to protect it. Oops, I've got a craft a lunch happening now because I removed that packet of napkins from my stack, but never mind, we'll deal with that later. Of course, you don't need to use this as a pocket, because this is a pocket. And we did back it with writing paper, but that's okay. It's nice and sturdy, so not a waste. You could just use this as a frame with something decorative inside if you choose. So options, but I'm going with this glass. I'm just going to call it glassine. If it's not glassine, I don't know what it is. But it's pretty cool. So how am I going to adhere this on is my next issue. I don't know if glue is really going to do it, but I'm going to try glue. Try tacky glue, because it's very shiny and slippery. That's actually the back of it there. Oops. Now, I'm just thinking about this as I'm putting glue on. Should I have inked up the edges of the frame? Because I've already started gluing, I'm going to just continue and not ink. But if you want to ink the frame, do it before you put glue on. That would be my recommendation. So I'm going to try the glue and see. It's got very narrow edges, and if I was making these, I would attempt to make the edges all the same width. Right. Move that out the way for a moment. Just giving it a nice press to make sure it sticks to that slippery paper. It is really nice and slippery. It actually feels very tactilely interesting, even though it's just smooth and slippery. It's lovely. Okay. I do apologize. I've got a little something stuck in the back of my throat, and it's being very annoying. Hopefully it will go away soon if I just keep having sips of my hot blackcurrant and apple. It's 9:30 and I've already had 2 cups of coffee, so I thought I would like another cup of coffee before lunchtime. So I thought it's time to break out the apple and blackcurrant, otherwise I'm having too much coffee. Some of you would say out there would say that 2's too much, and others would say 2 or 3, that's nothing. We're all different. We all have different preferences, but I try and keep all my coffee to the morning, unless I'm going out for a late night, and then I'll have an afternoon coffee because I'm going to be up longer and it won't affect my sleep so much. There was a time when I went completely off coffee. I didn't have it for would have been at least a year, probably longer. And when I went back to drinking coffee, just one affected me, and then slowly I built it up until now 3 is really my limit if I want to get sleep during the night. Right, I think that glue is actually working really well. So I think I'm going to put a thumb notch in the top here, just a shallow one. I don't want to make it super deep. Just eyeballing kind of about middle, just using the whale tail because it was to my right, and let's ink around it. So I'm going to do minimal decorating, if any, on these pockets because I want the words to be visible. You know, celebrate that work that we've done building the masterboard. You know, I can just imagine someone picking up the journal and you know, reading the words on it, or the bits of words, because a lot of them are chopped in half. But there's still enough there that's actually readable. Now, I think I'm going to also ink around the exterior. I would have liked to do the interior of the frame, but, you know, like a dilly, I put glue on before I thought about it. So it's a little bit tricky. These frames are from a light cardstock, just in case you're wondering. Probably about sort of 200 GSM, I'm estimating, or maybe 160 to 200, somewhere in that vicinity. Not super heavy. Sorry that I'm putting you through this, having to take it quite slow because of the, you know, the fragility of the whole situation. Right, we got there in the end. I possibly should have made the pocket a little bit deeper so we had more room, although we could do a side pocket. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a side pocket. So I can put that right in the middle and leave this side open. So when it's on a page, like so, we've got our top pocket. Oops, just about sent my drink for a skate. Pocket there, and then we can have a side pocket there. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, so I'm not going to glue there. So let's glue this onto our pocket onto our pocket, and I'm basically applying glue all inside the frame instead of just one line on those areas, just because of the type, you know, that glassine, just to make sure it sticks nicely, which will make our pocket a little bit smaller, but it's a double pocket, so it's all good. Right, about there, it looks good. So super fun. Pocket there and pocket in the back. Oops, don't lose my card in there. Right, one more thing I want to add to that is some sort of fussy cut element that sort of comes up over the corner. Just, you know, don't want to completely leave it without decoration. I do have these watch or clock pieces that I made in probably 2019, maybe 2018, somewhere around there. It's a printable. I can't remember where I got the printer from, or the printable from. I printed on cardstock and then I put ink on them and some water, so they're all blurry and distressed and yummy. So I don't want to, just thinking, don't want a big one though, so I can pop something like that. Well, that one's cut at the top, so that needs to go on the top of something. Some of these are chopped because they printed funky. Not sure if that's what I want on this. Okay, let's try something else. Let's try a bird. I want something facing this way because this is our pocket here, so I don't want it in this corner. I need it this corner. It needs to be, well, that's not bad, but I was wanting it a little shorter. Can we find something facing the right way? This cute little, oh, I like him. He's nice and bright and colourful too. So we'll pop him in the corner there. It's supposed to be warm today, but there's no sunshine. It's all overcast. So it's warm outside, but it's cold inside, which is very disappointing. I didn't light the fire this morning because I thought, oh, it's supposed to be a really lovely day. And then realised by about 8 o'clock, I was like, nah, it's not going to get warm inside today. Maybe this afternoon if that cloud clears. But yeah. Oh, that's lovely. And we could put another word. You know, this is all about the words. I lost my packet of words there for a moment. And I just quickly find something uniquely different. Oh, I like that. Do we want it somewhere else? I think down here is the best option because we can still read those words up there. So let's pop that on there. So using more of our found words from magazines. Very in keeping with our masterboard. There we go. One pocket done. Minimal decoration. And something a little bit different. I love that. That's really cool. Let me sip of my drink again. Okay, this one. Now, which way round would I like this? We could have something decorative down there. Or because we've got this piece intact, I quite like that. We'll put that and have something down here instead. If we put that over there, or what about the smaller one if we put... Okay, I'm going in a different direction. I'm changing my plan. So we're going to put that over there. I'm still going to put the glassine, but I'm not going to make it as a pocket this time. Okay, let's glue that onto the glassine first. I've just been inspired to go in a different direction, so flexibility is key. It's like, oh, I've got another idea. Let's go with that. And I'm not inking this one. The dark green doesn't really need it. I'm really pleased with how well the glue's working on that surface. I was very dubious, but I thought it's too narrow for double-sided tape, which is what I would normally use on slippery surfaces. Oh, the concentration when she's cutting. Can you feel it? It's tangible and quiet. Come on, get off of there. Why do I keep putting stuff on top of my rubbish bottle? Makes it very hard to put stuff in it when I need to. So I quite like having this discover word, so I want to put it running down there. And I want to put something, a picture or something in behind. What is the question? What would I like to put in there? I'm at a loss. Like, that's not very helpful, is it? Do we have a small picture in my gardening book? It might work. I'm going to quick flick through, see if, oh, what about one of these? They might be about the right size. Oh, can't pick up my piece. Having no fingernails is really annoying. Not quite. It's okay, but it's not really making me happy. Sea holly. It looks like a thistle. I like that. The whole thing doesn't fit. Or do I like this one better? No, I like the sea holly. Okay. Sometimes you just got to make a decision and go with it. I like the structure of that. I think it's visually very, very interesting. So you wouldn't need to put the glassine or whatever you're using in the window. I just like that it's an extra layer of texture and gives a point of difference than just putting the image itself in there. It's like a veil. Go, put lid on that while we cut around. Often I wouldn't use an image like this because it's like, oh, well, I'm going to waste some of it by cutting it off. But I was like, I really just need to make a decision here and do something. And I like the look of it, so why not? We're not wasting it, really. We're using it, just not the whole thing. Sometimes I get way too precious about these things. I'm going to glue that on there. And we can put glue all over the back now because it's just that book page. Nice scribble of glue. Yeah, it gives a really nice texture and veil of that image, which is just something a little different. Okay, do we want to add maybe a label this time? We've got all sorts of colours going on, don't we? So colour is probably not critically important, but I still want it to look nice. So now I don't want to cover over this bit here. No, that's too small, I think. No, don't like the blue. So colour is important still, even though we've got lots of colours. It's too small again. No. No. Hitting lots of no's here. No eyes, no ears, no mouths, just nose. I am so funny. Not. I crack myself up. More words. Bit from a storybook. No. Nope, nope, nope. What was that other one that we didn't mind so much? This one? No. No. Okay. Well, we tried it and we rejected. One other thing. Oh, squeaky chair. Squeaky squeak. Is, what about a butterfly? Oh, that's lovely. Do we want the green? Not that one. I think the green so far is my pick. We've got a black and white one here. No, that was easy. Nope. Orangey yellow, that's not too bad either. But I think I like the green. Okay, green it is. Oh, my nose won't stop dripping. It tells me it's cold inside. In more than one way. My fingernails are a bit blue too. So, yeah, I'm glad I lit the fire, but it just doesn't seem to be making much difference at the moment. Probably need to give it a good stoke, like put lots of wood on it and build up that heat quickly, and then let it sort of simmer away, where I think at the moment it's just simmering a little bit rather than heating the environment. Okay, so there's a butterfly there. Cool. Let's do a little thumb notch in this one as well. Quite a few layers to go through, and do a quick little ink around. And the ink adheres beautifully to the whitewash that we did on top. So if you want to add any other colours of ink, really, really easy to do with that whitewash on top. Just will pick up the colour really nicely. Give it something to adhere to other than shiny magazine paper. Okay, pocket number 2 is done. Fun. Okay, we've got another pocket. How are we doing on time? and we've got tags. How about we do a tag for a change? Oh, warm up, would you? Warm up. What would I like to do? I mean, we could perhaps change what we were going to do and put this on here instead. You know what? I like it on the tag. I mean, it's fine on the pocket, but let's do it on the tag instead. I'm not going to ink around this either, even though the vintage photo would show up really nicely on this light tan. We've got a crease there. Maybe I'll put it here so we're not getting a crease in our window pane. If we don't need to put the crease there, we'll avoid it. I've got several sheets of this glassine and haven't used any. I've been, yes, hoarding it a little bit, but I recently, and actually on Sunday got, or Saturday night got, what, 4 or 5 more sheets, smaller sheets, kind of like half-size sheets to the ones I first got. And so I was like, yeah, let's use some of this. I've got enough now that I can not be completely precious about it. Just a little bit precious. Just a little bit. Oops, I'm dropping all these pieces. Trying to put them back in the packet. Do we want... That's too wide. Oh, I'm going to stop trying to put them in the packet for the moment because I might end up using one. Okay, oh, I've still got that one floating around. Do have a die cut here of a girl. Do that. No. I like that, I think. The word love here, and then there's this girl on top. Just wondering, do I want to give her a bit of colour? She's a little bit dirty. She's got a little bit of ink or something on her, black ink. Am I going to ruin her if I put some colour on? Oh, where's my other brush gone? Brush, where are you? No, I'm not missing a brush. I thought I was missing a brush, but I'm not. Okay, let's try it. If we ruin it, well, so be it. Just going to try a bit of crisp cantaloupe. Will help disguise that slight marking on her. Give her a bit more something going on. about we give her a little edge as well? She has got a, oops, sorry. Forgot again. There's a little slit across her throat that's as part of the dye. But it means that her head's in danger of falling off if you are too aggressive with inking or anything. So I'm being very careful. And another one at her ankles. So again, she could lose her feet. I think it's interesting placement of those cuts on the die that just make her a little bit fragile. This is again one that was sent to me in Happy Mail. I think I've only got one of her, only one that I found anyway in that. Okay, I'm just going to put this on flat, not as a pocket. Although a pocket on a tag is a nice thing to do. Oops, I've just got a little bit at the top there I didn't trim off. Can I do it now that I've got glue on? Just a little bit of the glassine. It's moving on me, it's frustrating. Again, so much easier to do these things without the glue on the back. Right. Oh, that's not centered. Okay, let's move it over. So you can still read that text on the side there. Rejuvenate your spirit. Put our little girl on the side. It's funny when other people send me die cuts, I look at them and go, oh, I'd love that die. Because it's like anything new, isn't it? It's magpie syndrome. It's like, oh, that's really cool. Get inspired by other people's stashes. 100%. That's why the crafting industry is so big, because we see something and go, oh, I've got to have that. Because it's cool. Okay, here's our girl. Okay, do I want to add anything else? Oh dear, apart from a yawn. Oh, excuse me. Need to do two things. Have a sip of my drink in my pretty china cup. I can't tip it up so you can see it properly because I'll spill my drink. That pretty china cup. It always feels nice drinking out of a china cup, don't you think? Feels very ladylike. I like china cups and I love chunky pottery. They're chalk and cheese in some respects, but I love them both for different qualities. And a lot of it is about the feel of it. So it depends what mood I'm in. I'm thinking, do I want a wee flower or something? Not sure. Actually, I do want to put something in the top. Do I want a round? Let's have a ink while I think. Very Gail Agostinelli saying that. Ink and think. But it's true. I'm not sure. Do I want a circle or do I want a slot punch hole? I'm feeling like I need to put something in here, but I'm not quite sure what. So also pondering that. This also needs to be done on the back. Yeah, I must be thinking hard because I'm not saying anything. and they go, hooray, peace at last, she's not talking. I'm thinking slot punch. So let's line this up about there. I never get that thing straight. It's not too bad, but it's definitely not 100% straight. Ink in there and a little something through the top, I think. Fabric maybe, or ribbon. Let's see what's in my little container here. It's about the right size. No, that colour's wrong. No. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, what about that? Bit of pink gingham. It's a funny shape. We could give it a little tear and take off the strings. I love gingham. I think it's just so pretty and very country. There's a lot of country about gingham, and it also reminds me of things of the gingham in my life. 2 gingham dresses that my great aunt made me when I was in the last 2 years of primary school. She made me a pink one and a yellow one. And for manual, which is like cooking and sewing, that we had to travel to another town for once a fortnight from school in a bus. You had to have a set of hand towel, oven mitt, cloth to put over the food that you made, and an apron. And the great aunt made me a set of everything in red gingham. And then when I was at high school, we had green gingham. So it's just got a lot of memories for me, and I do love it. I'm sure there was probably even more gingham in my history, but those are the ones that kind of stand out. Can I tie that? Is it long enough to tie just in it one knot with my non-existent fingernails? Ah, that's pretty. I love that. Just a little piece at the top there. Still wondering about whether I need a flower or something, but I'm going to leave it as is. If I put it in a journal, I might find something with the kit that I use for the journal I'm making. But apart from that, I'm happy with it. Okay, so how are we going on time? We've still got a little bit of time, so we've got 1 pocket, 1 tag. Let's do the tag. This is going to be different because this one frame I've got is not going to fit. So I'll have to think of something completely different for this one. So your back of your napkin would be fine if you're not using the frame as a pocket. So you wouldn't have to double layer it or add plastic or anything, because it won't have something slid in behind it. Right, that's inked up. I think a round hole for this one. Oops, slide it the right way in. About there. Okay. I haven't decorated it, but do we want to find something while we've got this out to pop in? Got some really odd shaped bits of fabric scraps here. Like, look at that weird piece. I mean, it just makes no sense. I think it's had a circle cut out of it, by the looks of it. which just left some really odd, but no, after all that, oh, this is lovely, beautiful deep red. Might be a bit thick. Let's give it a wee test run. Might be too heavy for the size of the tag is what I'm thinking. It's going to look a bit weird. Wonder if I can cut it in half. Or tear it in half, can we? Oh, might be a bad idea. Oh, gosh. It was tough, but we did it. Yep, you helped me. You were cheering me on, I could tell. Got these funky little, like, insect legs or something. It's what they remind me of. So let's trim those off, or feelers, antennae. Reduce the hairiness a bit. Whoops, one got away. Yeah, that fire's not doing much. I seriously need to do something with the fire. So I've got another bit hanging off there. Can we tie this one as well? Surely we can. I'm actually tempted to leave the front of this tag as is. That's cute. Just simply tied. Love it. Put the fabric up again. And maybe put the lid on so I don't lose the glass lid over top of the desk or something. Okay, do I want to add anything to this? I think it's really cute. Maybe I want to snip the bottom corners. Just give it a little re-ink. If I had something kind of narrow, like a little viney thing, would look quite cool, but I don't think I've got anything kind of suitable. Well, here's it. Oh, that goes sideways. It's been cut out of wallpaper. It's very sweet, but it's not what I'm after. This is one of my die cuts, but no, it doesn't work. Got a feather. Cut from a calendar. I mean, that's really nice, but it's covering things I don't want covered. Yep. Tangled die cuts. There's a little like Maori design maybe. Also cut out of wallpaper. Too big. I'm not having much luck here. Here's a little butterfly border. I think that's one of mine, but it's the wrong colour. Let's have another dig through here. We might find something. There's some leaves. No, they kind of don't show up enough. There's another feather. Again, going to have the same issue covering things. Here's a wee cat. It's a wee cutie. Wee cutie. It's not right though. I love it, but it's not right. I'm sorry, I'm taking forever here, but I'm just kind of fossicking through. There's another butterfly, but it's the same purple as that. Oh, there's some bigger frames in the bottom. I didn't see those earlier. I obviously didn't dig deep enough. More leaves. No, it doesn't look like we have anything that's going to make me happy. So I'm just going to leave it as is, I think. We didn't try one of our little clock faces, which we haven't managed to use yet. But no, I think I'm just going to leave that as. We've got a full Fearless Sense of Awe, we've got Delight, and then we've got a couple of part pieces which don't bother me. So I'm going to leave it as is. Call it done. Okay, time check. Oh, we're basically out of time. So this one, we could put this on as a sideways. I like the Find Your Wow at the bottom. So this one, I think I'm going to put this frame back in my box and use that another day. I've also got this, oops, I'm spraying them out on top of the desk. I've got this bit of, this is cut from a tissue box, one that I've done, and I've actually inked around it at some point. Obviously went to use it and then changed my mind. But no, changing my mind today too. This is same tissue box but an oval. No, they're just playing here. Got it, just a couple of minutes. We're not going to get it done, so I'm just playing. That's out of a calendar thing, I think. This is magazine page. Oh, I quite like that. If we had something inside it. Let's go back to our watch faces or our clock faces. That would look really cool if it didn't have the top chopped off. Unless we kind of like put something over top of that to hide it. Like a word or a label or something. I like the colours on it too. The colours really work with that scalloped circle. I'm going to go with it. We might get this done. Who knows? So I started with the idea of the glassine and then kind of went rogue, went in different directions, and that's okay. Just going to put this on and then worry about what we're going to do with that chopped off top. I should do more of these. I don't think I've ever done them on camera. This technique. It's cardstock, so I'm giving it a good press so that that glue adheres nicely. Right. Just thinking about number, because I've got some long numbers. I kind of think that's possibly not long enough. Or maybe it's just the colours that aren't right. Does it look okay? I'm not convinced. I'm kind of not sure. So we might have to just leave this and I'll ponder it on my own. No, definitely not that one. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there because it could take me another half hour to decide what I want to do. That's the reality of it. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you're inspired to make this masterboard if you haven't, and to use it if you have. So we've got a pocket there. Could be a journal card as well, actually. I might change my mind to use it as a journal card. Got a tag there. This bigger tag. Not wee tag, it's a bigger tag. And then we've got these two pockets. This one with a pocket on it there. And so we'll put something in so it will show through this glassine as well, and then remove it and you'll see all the words. And then this one with the glassine window, which is just glued down as another pocket. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a brilliant weekend. When this video goes up, you've got maybe 3 hours left. Is that right? 3 hours, just over 3 hours to enter my giveaway for 2,000 subscribers. So I will also link that in the description box. If you haven't checked that out, you've got to be entered to win. So head along. It's a short video, and yeah, I'd love to hear from you over there. Okay, see you next time. Bye.